Are you ready for snack time today? I'm starting to get hungry and I am ready for a snack. Now, if I want a snack and I'm at home, I can open my cupboard and I can grab a bag of chips and open them up and I can eat those, and maybe it'll feel good to eat them, but after a little while I won't have all that much energy. I'll probably be hungry again. So let's make a snack that's going to give us more energy, and a snack that we don't need to buy a whole bag of from the grocery store. We can make it on our own and store it in a jar. So less packaging, more energy. That's a really great snack. So the snack we're going to make today is something I bet you've all had. We love to eat it when we're watching movies. Do you all know what the snack might be? Popcorn. So we're going to make popcorn right from scratch. This popcorn is not made in a microwave. It's made on the stovetop, the old-fashioned way, and you get to hear the pop, pop, pop. It's really, really fun snack to make and a delicious fun snack to eat. So all we need for our popcorn snack is corn kernels, coconut oil, and olive oil. That's what we need to make today's snack. So let's talk about corn. One of the things that I want you to know about corn is that of all of the ingredients that you want to buy organic, and organic means no extra chemicals in the way that we grow it, corn is definitely one that you want to pay attention to. So make sure you talk to your mommies and your daddies about buying corn that is organic, because there are a lot of extra chemicals used in the growing of corn nowadays in the United States. So I have my organic corn, and not only is my corn organic, my corn is actually a really, really beautiful color. It's grown right here in Arizona. Let me show you my corn. Can you see the kernels? I'm going to take some out so you can see them. They're a beautiful blue color. So you might have seen corn that's yellow. We've all seen the yellow corn, and that's a wonderful corn. That's the one that we use the most, but corn comes in all kinds of colors. Blue and red and many, many shades of those colors. So this is the blue corn that I'm going to use today. It's just my very favorite, and I love that it's grown right here in Arizona, so it's a native food. So what I'm going to do first to make my popcorn, and you definitely want mommy and daddy's help for this because we're using a lot of heat so that we can pop that popcorn. I'm going to put my burner on high. I want my pan here and my oil to get really, really hot so that the popcorn can pop. So now I've got my high heat and a nice big pot with a good tight fitting lid. And I'm going to take one of my favorite oils. Now you all know, after you've been coming to snack time for a while with me, one of my favorite oils is coconut oil because it's good for our brains. Now another reason why I like to use coconut oil when I'm cooking something like popcorn that's a really high heat is because this oil is very stable when we're cooking over a high heat. It's not going to smoke too much, and it's going to stay healthy for our bodies even though we're using that high heat. So I'm going to put a couple scoops, a nice amount of coconut oil in my pan. Plenty of oil. My popcorn has lots of oil to pop in. And once my coconut oil gets nice and hot, I'm going to add about a quarter cup of my beautiful blue corn kernels. So I can see that my coconut oil is melting in my hot, hot pan. So I'm going to get mommy and daddy's help if I need to, and I'm going to add my corn kernels. You hear it going into the pan? So many fun sounds and smells when we're making this snack. So now I have my lid on and it's very tight fitting, and I'm also going to get something else so that I don't burn myself. I'm going to get 2 pot holders. And I'm going to hold on to the ends of my pan, the handles of my pan, while my corn is popping. And I'm going to shake every so often while my corn is popping. So my corn is getting ready to pop. It's getting very, very hot. start to listen for the sound of the popcorn popping. Now, while we're doing that, I have another sound that sounds a lot like popcorn to me, and I can already hear it. So I'm going to get my shaker. And while my popcorn's popping, I'm going to shake. Two fun sounds, shaker and popcorn popping, and my popcorn is popping away in here. So I'm going to hold on to the edges, shake it up a little bit, and put it back down, and shake it up a little bit, and put it back down, and just shake my shaker. All right, my popcorn is almost done. I think you can probably hear it, and I can see it, even though you can't, popping up in my pot. So I'm going to turn my hot stove off, and I'm going to move my pot off of the hot stove for a minute. And I'm going to let the popcorn finish popping, because if I open it right now, the popcorn might pop out, and then I would lose some of those delicious popcorn kernels. So I'm going to let it finish popping, and while I let it finish popping, I'm going to talk to you all about corn and how special corn is. Now, corn is actually really sacred to some cultures, and it's one of the oldest grains that we have used as people. So corn goes way back in history, 6,000 years. That's a long time ago that we have had corn and that we've been using corn. Now, what else do we use corn for besides snacks that are really fun like popcorn? Think of anything? I happen to love corn chips with salsa or guacamole. Do you all like corn chips? Also made of corn? What about tortillas? Corn tortillas are also just made of corn. Tamales, all kinds of wonderful foods come from corn. So now my popcorn is done popping. I can hear, and I don't hear that shaking sound anymore. So I'm ready to take my popcorn out of the pot and scoop it into my bowl. Ooh, a lot of smoke came out because it's still hot, but it is done popping. Now I'm going to put my popcorn into my bowl. Oh, it looks so tasty. You might find that a couple of the pieces got a little bit black or burnt, and that just means you cooked it a little bit too long. I think that did happen to me today because I was having so much fun talking to you and shaking, but that's okay. Some people, maybe your mommy or your daddy or even you, some people like the popcorn kernels that are a little bit toasty. So you might too. All right, so I'm going to put my lid back on my pot and set it aside, and I've got my wonderful popcorn snack in here. Can you see that? So now we just need to season our popcorn a little bit. It's very tasty how it is, so it doesn't need much seasoning. So all I'm going to do is take a little bit of olive oil. So we talked about coconut oil being really good for our brains. Now olive oil is another important fat, and it's really good for our hearts. Can you put your hand on your heart and just feel your heart beat? Well, there's another beautiful sound. Let's take care of our hearts and eat healthy fats like olive oil. I'm going to pour a little bit of olive oil, not too much because I already have the coconut oil, right over the top of my popcorn. There we go. Just a little drizzle. Then I'm going to take my seasoning salt. You can take any kind of salt that you have in your house. And of course, we all like popcorn to be seasoned with salt, right? That's really, on its own, such a tasty snack. I'm so happy with this snack, especially when I'm watching a movie or reading a good book like we all love to do together. Now, if you wanted to make your popcorn taste a little bit cheesy, you could add an ingredient that I have in my cupboard, and this is called nutritional yeast. This is really high in B vitamins, and it has a little bit of a cheesy, fun flavor. You could even sprinkle a little nutritional yeast right on your popcorn, Or if you like spicy, a tiny bit of chili powder on your popcorn would be tasty too. So try different flavors and see how you like to eat your popcorn. And it's been really fun making this snack with you today. See you later.